Alright, it looks like we have the draft underway, and Night Stalker immediately banned out by FS Express. That seems to be PizzaDog's opponent in this game. Earth Spirit, and then Bane! It's rapid fire banning, but it looks like PizzaDog have to reload and think about what they want to ban next. Oh, it's Beastmaster! They got him! Mirana still out there. Viper's still out there as well. 2 heroes. Slardar also still out there. Heroes that we've seen banned very, very regularly. Again, these are all bests of 1. So each team only has 1 shot, and Wisp going to be banned out. No team wants to let anything too dangerous through, as they've only got this 1 shot to advance. Forgive me, that chugging sound was water. And Nature's Prophet banned by PizzaDog. Winter Wyvern immediately picked up by FS Express. One of the most popular supports out there at the moment.
Dire team pick.
And now Brewmaster picked up by PizzaDog, a very popular offlaner, but I've seen it mid once or twice this patch. Although much more popular in the offlane role. Rubik, Mirana, still available, also 2 very popular heroes. But they're going to go with the Dazzle instead, who has received some interesting changes. And oh, FS Express going right into the Doom. I wonder if they'll want a Lich, but Lich and Winter Wyvern isn't a great support duo, but I don't think I've ever seen a Doom lose the offlane with a Lich standing behind him. And now Clockwork banned out by PizzaDog. FS Express waiting on their next ban. Both teams seems to know exactly what they wanted, though, in this first round of picks and bans. Storm Spirit removed from the game by FS Express. So both teams have a core and a support picked up. We used to see support Doom. I seriously doubt it's a support Doom. We haven't seen that in forever. It used to be okay. You would play it like a Chen or Enchantress jungle, grab a stun creep, grab a snare creep, and go into a lane. And PL and Venge banned. Kind of surprised at the PL ban. Haven't really seen that hero do too much, but it's pretty good with the Dazzle. And they're going to grab PizzaDog the Naga Siren. Speaking of good with Dazzle, the shotgun from that. And now Shadow Fiend instantly picked up by FS Express. Both teams picking their heroes incredibly quickly, knowing exactly what they're after in this game. This is a good Dazzle game. The Dazzle pick does pretty well against the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend aura counteracted a little bit, and the Viper picked up by PizzaDog, a great and very, very strong laner. Incredibly hard to deal with. Also has the break to remove Shadow Fiend's Necromastery, I believe, as well as his Presence of the Dark Lord, which is his armor reduction aura.
10 seconds remaining.
So we'll have to see. Yes, the Shadow Fiend Express, the hero, has seen a little bit more play in the recent patch. I think it's a really scary game for him at the moment against Viper, Naga, Dazzle. Dazzle, if PizzaDog play anything like they did last game, they're going to gank his lane consistently, very, very often, trying to set up on those kills. Now FS Express for the first time showing a little bit of restraint, not instantly locking in another hero. Seems that they're thrown for a bit of a loop, trying to figure out what they want to go for now. So they have their mid, they have offlane, they have support. They need another support, and they need their safe lane carry. I would be surprised if they picked their safe lane carry now, but if I were to pick one now, I think not Jugs. Oh, they're going with the support. They're going for Spirit Breaker, deciding to fight early rotation and early fighting. With early fighting, Spirit Breaker, a great initiator. Really good against all of these heroes, as they don't really have much mobility. But as the game goes on, the Viper going to be able to do some serious work against him with his harass, with his poison, and the break disabling his movement speed passive as well as his bash. Now bans coming in. FS Express looking for a safe lane carry, and PizzaDog also looking for a safe lane carry. FS Express could go for something like Juggernaut would be okay. It's not Slark. It's hard for me to say. Questions. PL's banned, and they're going to ban the Bloodseeker. That's a pretty good... I think that's a decent ban. We saw Bloodseeker banned out last game by... I believe it was actually PizzaDog. Or maybe I'm thinking of another game that I cast earlier. Anti-Mage removed from the game by FS Express. Great call. That hero is probably the best safe laner in the game right now. This isn't a Drow game. Venge is banned. I actually would have been pretty down for a safe lane Venge. I actually would have been down for a safe lane Venge for PizzaDog this game.
5 seconds remaining.
But it's banned. Into the reserve time again. This is kind of a difficult prospect. They could go Monkey King, but they're gonna go Gyro actually. Interesting. A very early fighting. That hero fights and fights and fights early game. Also great illusion clear. Great laner. I thought about it, but I didn't think anyone actually would pick that hero.
10 seconds remaining.
I just don't see it that much. FS Express could be a South American team though, and Gyrocopter is
remaining.
very popular in South America. Not to... I don't know. And now PizzaDog looking for their carry. Their carry is going to be up against Doom. This is not a good Ursa game. They need to be mindful of that Winter Wyvern. They don't want something that's going to just get completely knocked out by the Wyvern heal, Cold Embrace. Something might be able to man up against Shadow Fiend later in the game. They currently don't scale that well, although Naga could always go into the carry role later. They could surprise us with a core Naga and go for another support hero here as well. Monkey King is still available. They used it last game. I do like the hero a fair bit. He's got a good stun, good team fighting, mobile. I like Monkey King this game. We'll see if they go for it again. They did use it to some good success last game. CJ played it very, very well. But still digging into this reserve time, thinking about what they really want to do. Monkey King would be decent. PA would be really bad against Gyro. Early game. Later on in the game, it wouldn't matter. But early game, this is very bad for the PA. They need... It's just difficult. Because you want something that can fight. You want something that can scale as well, though. So maybe, I don't know, Troll Warlord's pretty good. But they're going to go with Queen of Pain. So it looks like safe lane Viper and a mid Queen of Pain. Yep, safe lane Viper, CJ playing it. Shinkle doing a repeat performance on his Naga Siren. Storm playing Dazzle, and Panda playing, well, the Panda, the Brewmaster. And then on FS Express, it's Suka, S-U-1-K-A. Huh. Diamond playing Spirit Breaker, Suka again on Gyro. Creep playing the Shadow Shaman, Fang Shi on Doom, and IX Diamond on Winter Wyvern. Just gonna call Fang Shi Fang. Creep is Creep. Diamond, I don't know what I'm gonna call Gyro. I'm gonna call Gyro. Looking at the draft, I slightly favor the Dire draft. I slightly favor PizzaDog's draft. As I really like the Queen of Pain. I think it gives them early fighting and burst damage that they were very seriously lacking. I don't think they scale all that great. I think if it goes really, really late, they might be in trouble. But we'll see. Both teams look like they're making a play towards the other team's rune. Smoke coming out from both sides. The Brewmaster needs to be careful. I suspect they'll go this way. Like that way. Yeah, they're going up on the high ground. They don't want to go on the low ground. Storm, do they have stuns? They have the Spirit Breaker charge. They see him. Now the charge is coming in. Arctic Burn slowing him up, and he's probably dead. The Rocket Barrage going out, and he's just slowly burning. Right clicks are all it's going to take, and First Blood going the way of this Gyrocopter. They're not only going to get First Blood, but probably going to get that Bounty Rune as well. A total of 351 gold going the way of them. I mean, his teammates get like 20 gold, but he gets 300-ish. And Shadow Fiend grabbing this Bounty Rune, and looks like they might give it the other one to Gyro, or are they giving it to a support? Looks like they're giving it to Gyro.
Best team win.
So Gyro gonna be able to buy a Ring of Protection right at the start. 2 Bounty Runes going to both teams, as they were, since they were at the top lane. FSE were not able to claim the their bottom rune. A ward here, does that block? No, it doesn't. But they could still they can contest the pole. Queen of Pain versus Shadow Fiend, a pretty even matchup, I think, most of the time. Oh no, but they sniped the courier. Fantastic play from IX Diamond, grabbing that courier with the Arctic Burn, increased range. And a crit coming out from this Panda. Another crit, yeah. Spirit Breaker, I think it's time you stop. I'm just getting some harass, forcing him to eat his Iron Branch Tango. And now the Winter Wyvern has arrived, getting some right clicks in, but the Stout's just going to reduce the damage from those. Blinking out on the Queen of Pain. At the top lane, Panda should be okay in this lane. It's surprising to me that it's the Wyvern running around instead of the Spirit Breaker, but I guess they're waiting for Bash, which he has now. And now Naga coming up the lane. I don't know if she was spotted, but if she wasn't, she's about to be. And there goes the Spirit Breaker taunt. Starting with the Drunken Haze going a full defensive build, ignoring any points in clap, and Queen of Pain getting harassed up very hard by this Winter Wyvern. No salve either, as the courier with the healing salve was sniped by the Winter Wyvern. So a rough start for Mossy, really. Shinkle TPing towards the mid lane. 2 ranks in the raise. He has his Necromastery stacks up, so a lot of damage. Dagger coming out. Ooh, that really hurts. Yeah, this is going to be a rough lane, I think, for the Queen of Pain. Without that, if she had the salve, I think she'd be okay, but it looks like she's getting a rotation. But a charge coming in on Mossy. The root not going to be able to follow up at all, as if this charge, blink back, and he's just going for it. TP coming in from the Dazzle. Dagger coming out onto him. The Naga Siren going down to this the Shadow Fiend and Winter Wyvern, and now a TP coming out from the Spirit Breaker. Sorry, I'm choking a little bit. Rocket Barrage harass coming out. Luckily, he's got creeps to share it with and gets a quick crit, allowing him to win that trade. And now Wyvern coming up to the top lane has enough mana for Arctic Burn. Charge coming in just for some farm, and the laning stage is clearly being won by FSC at this stage. Looking at the bot lane, though, things are pretty good for this Viper, but there's not a lot of lanes that things aren't pretty good for the Viper. Looks like a dive going in at the top lane, and they do manage to get Panda with a dive. Spirit Breaker, and it's a kind of a nasty dive. Now he's TPing back. This is a charge going in onto Mossy. He has Blink available, 2 points in the dagger for that added harass. Will he be able to get back to his tower, though, is the question. The charge Blink forward, and he's able to, or Blink back, I should say, getting to the safety of his tower, and now Winter Wyvern. Does not have Arctic Burn yet. Queen of Pain looking for a bot rune. TP's coming in to the shrine. They're on the Spirit Breaker. Naga, the heal bomb comes out, getting some damage. The charge connecting on him, and now Queen of Pain throwing out a dagger onto the Winter Wyvern, not onto the Spirit Breaker. Very interesting that she didn't go for him, but now Dazzle getting extremely low. Has a grave available if he wants to use it. Viper coming in, pops the grave. The Dazzle popping the grave and going to TP away. And does he get away? No, the Stomp stolen by the Doom from the Centaur, but the Shadow Fiend getting kind of low. Tanky as heck Viper. And now the dagger coming out. Razes need to be careful not to get raised up. And now the Raze going to connect with the Fairy Fire, buying him time, saving him. And now the Shadow Fiend, I should say, getting very, very low. Are they going to be able to kill him? A Centaur Stomp also available. The net catching. He's trying to deny himself, and he will. A good deny. A DD rune picked up by Mossy, but they don't get much out of that, if anything. Really fantastic play from FSE. Shadow Fiend denying himself. They get the Winter Wyvern and they lose the Dazzle, so a pretty even looking trade, but things definitely not as good for PizzaDog as it could have been. And now Shadow Fiend coming back into the lane, has half of the stacks that he originally did, so an interesting skirmish. I wonder if he could have got that dagger off on the Spirit Breaker too, if things would have been a little different. And if he were level 4, certainly another kill would have come out, as he would have had the Scream of Pain instead of relying on his right click. So it looks like he's going to pop that Shrine, farming up the creep camp here. And TPing up to the top lane. They want to get in on this, onto someone, but are they going to be able to? Uh-oh, Brew, pretty low. Now the Rocket's doing a ton of damage. Got to be careful going in on a gyro like this. He does so much damage. Grave does manage to save the Queen of Pain for now, but it looks like not going to, and it's a killing spree for the Spirit Breaker. Fighting into Gyrocopter early is incredibly dangerous. The max flat cannon, and it's interesting that he's maxing flat cannon instead of rocket barrage, but it's working out phenomenally well for him, allowing him to farm very, very quickly, and not only that, but get even better AoE damage. And now that he's level 6, the damage is going to be incredibly high. The only lane going decently for PizzaDog is, I keep wanting to say Panda Dog. PizzaDog is the bot lane, and now a charge going in onto this Naga Siren. She throws out the net, caught by the Infernal Blade. A dagger coming out, but the haste not going to slow him down at all. The Rockets and the Scream of Pain. He might die. No, he should be just fine. There's not a heal on the Wyvern, but he shouldn't burn out because, well, it's 2 points in dagger. Does he get denied, or does he just barely live? No, he will go down. Another Viper Strike onto the Shadow Fiend, and that's going to be a very dead Shadow Fiend no matter what they do, and that's a double kill for Mossy. Great for him, and now Wyvern trying to TP out. It doesn't look like they have any cancels, and so Wyvern will be able to escape safely. But Mossy's still only level 4. Really needs to get to level 6, find that Sonic Wave to find some more kills, and now Spirit Breaker charge going in on the Dazzle. He has a Grave available, but instantly gets a first hit bash. Pops his Grave. Could he get bashed here? That'd be really tragic, and he will. Oh, he cancels his TP. Oh God, was that the play? No mana on this Queen of Pain. Dazzle gonna try to deny himself, but it's actually going on. It actually gets the Spirit Breaker and slows him up, and a deny because of the dagger popped by the Shadow Main. Excellent play by Creep, and now it's like Naga following this Doom around. Level 6 on the on Panda. And Queen of Pain getting a right click, but getting charged up. That Spirit Breaker is well on his way. There's no mana on the Queen of Pain either. No bottle charges to get Band-Aid on there, and it will raise. That one raise hitting very hard, and there's no way Spirit Breaker cancels this. Split coming out from the Brewmaster. But Queen of Pain popping the blink going forward, but it doesn't look like it's going to stop the Spirit Breaker at one bit. Getting one right click and a dominating streak for him. The Panda going really hard, but those wand charges getting the Shadow Fiend up to full health. And it looks like the Splinter Blast trying to slow them up, and now the Brew coming back, has the clap available, pops it. Shadow Fiend getting very, very low and will go down, but the call down doing tons of damage to one, and now 2 heroes, and it looks like 3 in the end dead for PizzaDog. FSE could now convert this into a push. The Gyro, one of those heroes that just rotates very, very early. One of those, I love watching Gyro. He's a carry that doesn't just want to sit back and farm. He wants to fight you. He will run at you because he has very strong early game abilities. Call down, like we just saw, does so much damage and a big AoE, and it has a nice slow attached to it. Queen of Pain only level 5. She needs that level 6 and probably that level 7 to get some more ranks in her E as well. Give her some more of that good burst damage. It's like pings coming out onto Fang. Viper has Viper Strike, pops it. Doom is slowed up. A lot of damage over time. Dagger coming out, and now a charge Looks like it was a bit of a bait. He's still taking a ton of damage. Needs to be really careful if he goes in on this, but he won't. Another Scream, not going to connect on anyone. Mossy unable to find something there. And now Doom popped on the Viper. The rock thrown from the Golem that he's taken after he ate it. And now Queen of Pain jumping forward has the Scream, but no ult, no Sonic Wave, but both heroes still very, very low, and it looks like they will find that second kill in Winter Wyvern. TPing into the Hornet's Nest here, right behind her tower, but I don't think she should have gone there. The break doing some damage over time, some magic damage coming in, and this is just delaying the inevitable. And now level 6 is found by Mossy, and several kills catching him up. And if we take a look at the overall net worth, it's still Gyro at the top, but Queen of Pain now ahead of the Shadow Fiend, and Gyro going for a Mask of Madness as his first item. Surprised that Winter Wyvern did not cancel her TP. If she was level 6, if she had Winter's Curse, I could see it. It looks like a charge going in onto the Brewmaster, but not likely an actual dive, just for him to get to the lane quickly. Blind, and now the call down coming in. It looks like the shut doesn't even have to be a dive as Brewmaster goes in on that and gets blown up very, very quickly. They see this Naga Siren, or do they? The net coming out to heal. They're trying to nuke down this Gyro, but the flat cannon shots getting a lot of damage out, and it looks like that's a dead Dazzle. He does have Grave, but not the mana for it, and now Naga Siren getting extremely low. Pops the Riptide, almost killing him off, and now going to get healed up by the Winter Wyvern. So Naga Siren not able to find that ever so crucial Gyro kill. And another boost to gold for the Radiant. FSE are putting in work this game. Gradually finding their way more and more gold. Brewmaster is back, has his ultimate available. Pops the clap, can split if he wants, pops the split. Now the charge coming in, stunning up all his creeps, and now they do get the urn off, but it looks like it gets canceled immediately by the Fire Panda's aura. Has flat cannon. No, he doesn't actually have flat cannon. Pops his call down, but the Queen of Pain shows up. Sonic Wave not going to connect, and they will still kill the Gyro. That would have been disastrous. And now they're after the Spirit Breaker, who gets stunned up. Panda does have Clap available. The Clap doing a ton of damage, and Viper will get that last hit. And now Shadow Fiend hitting level 10, grabbing his Spell Amp talent so that he can crush people with raises as opposed to right clicks. Perhaps thinking, I really like this. I love the Shadow Fiend spell-oriented build, where you focus on raises and requiems. It is so much fun to watch this hero just blow people up with requiems to hit 3 raises and just shred somebody. Now a charge going in on the Naga Siren. Is he actually going to keep this? No, he does end up canceling it. Good call, good call. No 6 yet on the Naga Siren. She's fairly close, about halfway from 5. Now Viper TPing back. Gyro going for his health talent just to beef up. I think that's better than the damage talent anyway. Now it looks like the Nether Strike coming out on the Viper. Viper very, very low. Blind onto the Doom. Do they get the deny? They don't, but Doom will go down, and it looks like Spirit Breaker going to be going down as well. And now a killing spree for Mossy on this Queen of Pain. Struggled a little bit in the lane, but now coming back, and in terms of net worth, even with this Shadow Fiend. A little bit behind level-wise, but catching up the rest of the way. And now Brewmaster level 10 did go for the health talent, also trying to just beef up. This mid tower probably going to get denied, but nope, and he doesn't get the deny off in time. Winter Wyvern does have Winter's Curse. This Requiem is coming out, a lot of damage, but the Infused Raindrop stopping it, and now the Winter's Curse to prevent the chase. And Mossy has an Arcane Rune song coming out, and it looks like they should get this Winter Wyvern at least. She's low, and I would be surprised if she escaped, but it looks like she just might, and now the raise is coming out. E coming out from the Queen of Pain. She should bleed out, but Mossy going to go down to the raises. 3 raises, actually, from the Shadow Fiend. The call down coming down, catching on a couple of heroes, bringing down the Brew, and the Dazzle is the Gyrocopter, and he's not done yet. A charge coming in onto the Naga Siren. She's already very, very low, and now Gyro looking for it. The Viper Strike coming out onto 1. It looks like a buyback coming out from Queen of Pain. He has Sonic Wave. If he wants to use it, the Sonic Wave does come out and will bring down the Spirit Breaker. Do they get this? Do they get the Shadow Fiend? It looks like they will. He's burning out. He's taking a lot of damage. He's actually going to deny himself again. No, they don't let that happen one more time. And Doom off on behind enemy lines, but invisible. I don't think they see him. Gyrocopter just going to farm up the enemy jungle very casually. They scan. They have pings. They know he's in the neighborhood, and I think they know he's there. Looks like they are well aware that he is there, and he's just gonna slowly and very sadly bleed. Queen of Pain blinking forward, has the Scream of Pain, and will finally kill him. Doom trying to hide, but not able to do so. The little Doomlings not gonna really do that much, but just like Spirit Breaker said, space created. His teammates were able to, those who are alive, were able to use that time to farm, use that time to push, as PizzaDog did spend a lot of time there trying to kill him.
I'll gore my foes upon each
Gyrocopter just farming up, spotted by this Naga Siren. Probably has nothing to fear. Dazzle has his arcane boots, no 6 yet. Uh-oh. Alright, at least he's not dived, he's not dived. Once they get the Weave, they'll be so much harder to kill, especially this Viper. I think Weave is instrumental in their draft. And now that they have it, that's great. Weave will really help them against the Shadow Fiend, really help them against all the flat cannon of the Gyrocopter, who actually is ignoring Rocket Barrage, going for a largely right-clicky build. I like that. I haven't seen it recently. I actually haven't seen it in at least a year, this kind of build from Gyro. Usually they max the Q because of just how much laning power the hero has with that maxed Q, but he wants to go for the late game, focusing on the flat cannon, focusing on farming. It looks like they find him. They pop the clap, the net coming out as well. Primal Split coming in. He pops the call down, trying to buy himself some time. Doom and Winter Wyvern are here, as well as Spirit Breaker. They get off. They already kill off the Naga Siren, and now it looks like the Brewlings are going to go down as well. I don't think Brew can get out of this one. As far as I know, he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, so he is just going to be trapped once they come back, and he pops the clap, trying to slow them up, but he gets charged and now stunned by the Infernal Blade as well, popping the Drunken Haze to try to blind them, make that mischance happen, but that rocket will kill him if nothing else. And oh, the urn, and now a right click from the Spirit Breaker, so it wasn't the rocket that managed to get him, but they still get 2 heroes. The Gyro with those stick charges and with that lifesteal a lot tankier than he looks. So they need to be incredibly careful going for kills like that. Viper actually building a Veil of Discord, just trying to maximize the poison attack and Nether Toxin damage as well as Viper Strike, ignoring just right-click focus, and now TPing, throwing out that Nether Toxin, trying to farm up the wave down here. He does TP up to this top lane, perhaps looking for something. They did smoke up. Naga does have Song available, so if they find someone, they can pop that Song, and oh, they see the Spirit Breaker blink forward from the Queen of Pain. She also has her own Veil of Discord. The Weave coming out, and looks like not able to get that net off, and he will be able to charge to safety. Gyro farming up an Ancient Camp. I don't think this is stacked, so it's just 1 stack. 1 camp. PizzaDog with Sonic Wave and Song of the Siren available. They're grouping up to push, but they don't have Weave for 15 seconds, and more importantly, they don't have the Panda Slit for 30 seconds. This could be bad if he gets stunned up here, taking a lot of damage from that. The Rocket Barrage is available, has not used it yet, opting instead to just turn and farm the camp. Unleashing the Flat Cannon TP coming up top lane. The Viper popping out that Nether Strike onto that Winter Wyvern. They really want her. Shinkle using his Song, but the Dazzle already getting dived in the back and going to go down. A killing spree for this Gyro and a TP from the Naga. Are they going to be able to get this Queen of Pain out of here? She has Blink, and she does manage to get it off, but she needs to be careful. There's a Spirit Breaker, and the Spirit Breaker charge actually connecting onto the Viper, and he's going to go down. He was doomed up as well, but it looks like Mossy able to slip away from this one.
Worthy treatment.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Needs to be careful. There's a Yules on the Shadow Fiend. He pops the Yules, and here comes the Requiem. Gets both of them. Oh, wait, no, actually, the Brew managed to split. Made it deceptive, but does blow the Queen of Pain up very, very quickly, and now Dazzle dead extremely fast, but Brewlings going crazy on this guy. They have the rock. He's throwing it. He might be able to get a kill if he comes out with the clap, but they do net it up, and Nether Strike it, even trying to buy him some time, and just more bashes and bashes and bashes, and now the Raze is coming out too. Not able to get close enough to pop that clap after his ult ends. And that's 11k net worth on this Gyrocopter, 9k, almost 10k on the Shadow Fiend, and Queen of Pain 3k gold behind the Shadow Fiend and 5k gold behind the Gyrocopter, who has just had a phenomenal game, going for a Butterfly as his next item. They have the Magical Burst, I believe, that the Butterfly while still obviously very good for Gyro, that it's not going to be game ruining for PizzaDog. But FSE performing extremely well right now. The Shadow Fiend has played very, very well. And again, I just love this build. I love the spell damage build. At level 20, we're definitely going to see the Shadow Raise damage from this guy. Looks like they do get the Doom up at the top lane. And a double kill for CJ as they get the Viper as well. Mossy going for a Kaya. Spell Amp and reduced mana cost.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Veil, Dust.
Dire's bottom tower is in turmoil.
Shadow Fiend, though, his right clicks are a little bit weaker, but thanks to the amount of souls he has, he still does pretty respectable damage, so nothing to sneeze at. Viper, only 300 gold away from his Aghanim Scepter, making it so he can pretty much just spam Viper Strike and also cast it from very, very long range. Queen of Pain with the regen rune. The bot tower, tier 1, going down. Boots of Travel now finished on the Shadow Fiend. Boots, Blink, and Yules. So, he's TPing down into this mid. The Winter's Curse coming out. The Doom onto the Panda, not able to get his ult off. The Rocket going to stun Shinkle, but in a position where they cannot continue chasing. They might get this Naga Siren. And now the break coming out to slow the call down, connecting on 2. And now the Requiem coming out, doing massive damage. A double kill for Creep. And he's running after Mossy. He has Blink, so he should be able to get away from this. And now Panda on the run, but it looks like the Viper is going to go down to just the Dire. It looks like the hero died to tower. Pings coming out, a charge coming in onto Mossy, a rocket going in onto Mossy as well. He's trying to TP out. Will he be able to get this TP just in time? He's able to TP back to his base. That rocket, though, persistent. Where Spirit Breaker's a fade to charge in, the missile is not.
Dire just fortified their structures.
Extra flat cannon attacks chosen by this gyrocopter.
Dire's middle tower is lost.
Charge going to the top lane. Queen of Pain just trying to farm up these lanes. 16k gold in favor of the FSE. Not 100% insurmountable, but things are not looking good. XP also 15k in FSE's favor, so very, very difficult game for PizzaDog at the moment. It's going to be incredibly difficult for them to come back. If they'll have to kill, and oh god, Shadow Fiend going the Ags. For those of you who don't know, Aghanim Scepter makes Requiem hit twice, once going out, once coming in. It also makes him heal for all the damage that the Requiem of Souls deals. Now it looks like they're going in on something, a charge back coming on to that Queen of Pain. Deep, in very deep. Looks like they want to try to get the Spirit Breaker. He has Shadow Blade Call Down coming in, connecting on 2 heroes. CJ gets hit by the second charge. The ult coming out from the Winter Wyvern does manage to catch the Dazzle. Dazzle probably going to go down here, but Winter Wyvern getting Sonic Waved and brought down. But now Doom coming out. He doesn't have Doom available, not for 10 seconds, and now he's getting kited up, slowed down by the Queen of Pain. Pops his drums to go forward. Viper Strike coming onto the Shadow Fiend, but Mossy, very low. Infernal Blade blinks away. Good. Is he going to burn out to the Infernal Blade? And he does, but Shickle actually going after him. Mossy buying back, TPing out, and it looks like one fight for the Radiant, maybe? It's hard for me to say who won. We'll see in the fight recap. Looks like it was PizzaDog who did actually come out on top of the Queen of Pain buyback, perhaps maybe not quite as appealing. Viper Strike connecting onto that Spirit Breaker. He's taking a lot of damage from that, and Dust coming out. It does actually catch onto the Spirit Breaker. A dagger flying out too. Spirit Breaker gonna be going down here. I don't know what the... Oh, Shadow Fiend popping the Requiem. A lot of damage, and it's coming back. They need to be careful. Oh, the raises not coming out. Actually missing one of his raises. Now actually getting burned up. That Requiem was impressive, but the raise follow-up wasn't there. He wasn't able to find that, and now the Shadow Fiend going to go down. The Death Requiem, fortunately, does not come back. That could have been very, very bad. And now the Shadow Fiend finally dies in a little bit of a gold graph dip. The... PizzaDog, that buyback actually paying off really well for the Queen of Pain. I was a little hesitant at first, but he played very well. Oh, and now the Dazzle getting killed off by his very own Viper, or is he? He doesn't have a grave, but that last right click ought to do the trick. call down coming in. There is no Panda ult. There is no Sonic Wave. They pop out the blind, trying to slow up this guy, but it's not enough, and they do kill off that ward right there. So Naga dying, Viper dying, and Dazzle dying. One good fight is replaced by is immediately succeeded by a very bad fight. One big thing that I'm noticing about PizzaDog's draft is they're very, very ultimate dependent. They rely on having Sonic Wave. They need the Brewmaster, especially, is an incredibly ult dependent hero. He relies very, very heavily on having his Primal Split. Without it, he's pretty lacking. He has a blind, he has an AoE slow, but not a lot offered otherwise. And Doom has going for Shiva's Guard, very close, has a Shadow Blade. Shadow Fiend going Octarine Core, just going all in on the spell build, which again I love. I really enjoy the Shadow Fiend spell build. Spirit Breaker looks like he wants to get some XP, or is Gyro just gonna let him farm that? Looks like Gyro is being the world's nicest carry and letting his Spirit Breaker farm that up. I wonder which talent he's gonna go. And speaking of talents, Shadow Fiend picking up the Shadow Raise damage. Now going to be nuking, oh god, 450 per raise, and each one takes 60 bonus damage per stack. So if he hit 3 raises, that's 900, 350, plus 120, so that's 1470. I'm bad at math, so it's somewhere in that neighborhood, around 1300 damage. That's ludicrous. Even hitting just 2 raises is really, really strong now.
Worthy tribute.
It's like they have a smoke. Storm has that Dazzle sees him, but he blinks away before he's able to get anything off. Viper Strike coming out onto the Winter Wyvern, popping her Glimmer Cape, trying to soak some of that damage. The Veil coming out as well. Shiva's Guard now finished on Doom. It looks like he's on the prowl. They have a Sentry Ward right here, though, so they may see this Doom coming in and actually up at the top lane. Brewmaster getting killed off. Did not use his ultimate, but was finished off by the Gyro and the Naga actually going down. But she does get graved, but that's really just delaying the inevitable. The Sonic Wave coming out, not doing much to this Gyro whatsoever. He manages to blink away, getting very low. CJ also getting very low, pops the Viper Strike, trying to burn down this Gyro. Lots of magic damage, but GG called by PizzaDog, and it looks like FSE just too much for them. And that was just, the Shadow Fiend play was really good. The Gyro just got massive. I think that was the biggest issue, really, was that Gyrocopter just got absolutely huge. Mossy fell a little bit behind in the lane, did a good job catching up, but it was a little too late. Even though he caught up in net worth, he was still behind in levels. The Shadow Fiend accelerated behind a couple one-team fights. The Spirit Breaker made a lot of plays happen around the map, and the support duo of PizzaDog didn't seem quite as potent this game as it did in the last game. They lacked the control to find those early ganks that they did the last time. The shotgun from Storm and Shinkle didn't impress. The Dazzle kind of got wrecked. Panda also suffered really, really hard in his lane. He died to that first gank, died again a couple more times in that lane. I mean, it's a pretty rough lane, but none of the lanes really played out the way that PizzaDog really would have hoped for them to. And FS Express going to continue to the round of 8, and unfortunately PizzaDog eliminated in the round of 16. So thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the cast. I believe that's all I'm doing tonight. I might stream just me being terrible at Dota 2 at some point. But again, congratulations to FS Express, and hopefully PizzaDog will be able to kind of rally around whatever future tournament game they play later and kind of shore up some of those weaknesses. I guess I don't think my biggest issue was their support duo. They played the Naga really well, but it didn't feel like the Dazzle failed to impress. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the cast. It's about time for me to make some dinner and do just a little bit of homework so I don't flunk out of school and all that good stuff. But I may cast some games later tonight. I might stream myself playing in an in-house league, an amateur in-house league, or I'll just stream myself playing